wanna go write a million songs if that's the way to be. I'll write a classic to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight, 'cause that'll be the life. I'm gonna go write a million songs if that's the way to be. I'll write a classic to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight, 'cause that'll be the life. 'Cause that'll be the life. 'Cause that'll be the life.
Hello again and welcome to episode 34 of Main Street Martin, part 6 of our Enchanted Princess Mediterranean cruise for June 2023. In the last episode we moved from Kotor in Montenegro, one of the highlights of the cruise for us, and back to Italy and the island of Sicily. This time we're in Naples for a second time on this cruise before a day at sea, and our final port of Barcelona brings this cruise to an end. Don't forget that you can still check out all of the previous episodes, including our 2022 cruise on the Regal Princess, right here on this channel. If you enjoy any of the videos, remember to please make sure you click on the like button, ring the notification bell to be informed of any future videos, and if you possibly can, help the channel by subscribing. So our next stop was Naples for the second time on this cruise, one of Italy's oldest cities with plenty of historic architecture, heritage sites and Neapolitan culture in this capital city of the Campania region. The historic city centre is the largest in Europe and is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This was our third time in Naples overall, and we'd already been to Herculaneum and Pompeii, so this time we decided to wander around the city on our own. This is the 19th century shopping arcade Galleria Umberto I, one of the most beautiful shopping arcades in Italy, with many cafes, restaurants and fashion boutiques. It's named after King Umberto I, who was the king during the construction of the building. The impressive glass ceiling certainly gives you a feeling of light and space, and look at the beautiful mosaic work on the floor. It was a real bonus for us while we were in Naples that Napoli, the local football team, had just won the Serie A title, the equivalent of the Premier League in Italy. It had been 30 years since this man Diego Maradona lifted the last trophy, and so street parties and celebrations were underway everywhere, and every street and alley was decorated in the club colours. One of the joys of exploring on your own is that you stumble upon things which guidebooks simply don't mention. One such find for us was the Villa Pignatelli, a museum set in a villa located along the Riviera di Chiaia, not far from the seafront between Mergellina and Piazza Vittoria. It was commissioned by Admiral Ferdinand Acton in 1826 as a neoclassical residence that would be the centrepiece of a park. The design was completed by the architect Pietro Valente. The central atrium was moved to the front of the building, and Doric columns still catch the eye of the viewer from the street. The architect Guglielmo Becchi designed the interior decorations of the apartments and the marble entrance staircase, as well as recruiting sculptors. This fascinating museum is well worth a visit. The property itself has changed hands a number of times since it was constructed. When Acton died in 1841, it was bought by Karl Mayer von Rothschild of the German family of financiers, and his monogram of CR can still be seen on the first floor. And for a time it was also used by the Jewish community of Naples for services. The villa maintains the gardens in front of the building and houses a coach museum and a collection of French and English vehicles from the 18th and 19th centuries. Near to the port is the imposing Castel dell'Ovo, which is one of the oldest buildings in Naples. Castel d'Ovo literally means egg castle. There are several stories as why it got that name. One of the legends is that Roman poet Virgil actually placed an egg in the foundation of the castle. Should the egg break, the castle would perish together with the city of Naples. Well, the castle is still standing, so that would mean the egg is obviously still whole. Some of the original castle has been lost over the years, but the view from the top makes this place well worth a visit. And so, a day at sea and a sail into Barcelona meant that we'd reached our final port and the cruise had come to an end. And with that, we came up with 10 hints, tips and observations that you may find useful on future cruises. Starting with number 1. We chose the Princess Plus drinks package and found it to be very, very worthwhile, including Wi-Fi and gratuities, better for us than the Premier package, which was more expensive. Now, if you've had Princess drinks packages before, check out the website because there have been some changes. For instance, the Princess Plus package, which we had, still has the drinks and the free Wi-Fi just for one device per guest, along with gratuities, but they've added now 2 premium desserts per day, 2 fitness classes per cruise, and unlimited use of the juice bar. Currently that's priced at £50. There are some extras added for the Princess Premier package, and that's currently priced at £65. Remember, these prices are per guest per day. Number 2, the Medallion app is certainly getting better. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a lot better than it was last year from our experience, when ordering was a bit of a problem. Several times orders weren't arriving and sometimes were just cancelled mysteriously. Number 3, the food everywhere on the ship was excellent. In terms of snacks, our favourite venue was the International Cafe, which is open all the time and has a fabulous selection which changes during the day. Number 4, we used all of the main dining rooms, the Capri, the Amalfi and the Santorini, but our favourite meal was at Sabatini's. This has a brand new menu and a new location, which was the only downside for us because it's a lot closer to the atrium and obviously a lot noisier. The previous Sabatini's, which we've been to on the Regal Princess, was tucked away a little bit more and for that reason felt a little more intimate and more like a specialty dining experience. Of course, the most popular choice is the World Fresh Marketplace buffet restaurant, which can be frenetic at busy times of the day, but it is available for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and it does have a fabulous choice. Number 5, our favourite ports were Mykonos in Greece and Kotor in Montenegro. They're both very charming and beautiful with friendly people, and there's lots to explore as you'll see on our previous episodes. Number 6, our favourite excursion by a country mile was Ephesus from the Kusadasi port in Turkey. It's a mind-blowing archaeological site and rivals Pompeii. The excursion we booked with Princess was excellent, with a fabulous guide, and it was certainly good value. Number 7, the entertainment on the Enchanted Princess was good across the board, with shows of high quality, live music and entertainers across the ship. One great way to end an evening after dinner, and something we did on a number of occasions, was to sit in the Take 5 bar and listen to the Larry King Trio. Having said that, all the bars are good. Crooners was one that we enjoyed as well, although we did prefer it on the Regal Princess. Number 8, the retreat is a much more relaxing area than the main pool. It could be very windy up there at times, but it's spacious and there's no noise at all from the main pool. Number 9, our balcony stateroom was spacious, light and airy with plenty of storage, and although we had a restricted view, which was substantially cheaper, it was never an issue. And finally, number 10, the TV in your stateroom is fabulous for both entertainment and information. Make good use of that and the Daily Pattern newsletter, because there is so much going on every day on the ship, you could miss out on something that could be a highlight of the cruise. And that's it for now, I'm afraid. I hope this series was helpful if you're booking a Princess cruise or visiting any of the Mediterranean ports we explored. But in the meantime, take a look at the other videos on this channel featuring this and other Mediterranean cruises, plus our visits to eco parks and theme parks in Mexico, the United States and Europe. You'll also find city breaks in the UK and Europe, as well as short breaks providing top tips, hints and ideas. And if you enjoy any of the videos here, you can really help the channel by clicking on the like button, ringing the notification bell and subscribing. There's much more to come with the future episodes on this channel, including a city break to the city of Porto in Portugal. So make sure you join me next time on Main Street Martin.
I'm gonna go write a million songs if that's the way to be. I'll write a class to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me.